Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now look. So for this one, this gonna be about how I was outdoor dashing and I done ran into two people that I know and they out here doing bad. You know what I'm saying? And I only seen this because I was outdoor dashing. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so for the first for the first person that I ran into, right? She was my high school crush. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so back in high school, I had a thing for this girl named Ashley. She looked like A. Marie. You know what I'm saying? A. Marie was hot back in the early 2000s. And this was back when I was in high school and I ran into the girl Ashley. Ashley looked just like A. Marie, like built like her and all. Like she was just so beautiful. Like I literally used to be on her head every day. You know, like man, I come to her classes and sit in the chair next to her and be kicking it with her. Y'all know I ain't never go to class anyway, so I'd be skipping classes and I'd be in other people's classes. You know what I'm saying? And the classes that she had that she didn't have with me, I would skip in them classes with her. You know what I'm saying? Man, I had it bad for this girl, like for real. You know, and everybody in the school knew that I loved her. Like man, she was it. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't like me like that. She only liked me as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like on some cool shit. Like she fucked with me, but not like on a serious note. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. As long as I got her around me like that, like we good. I'm good with that. You know. So we never did anything. It never went anywhere. We was just real close like that. We was homies. You know what I'm saying? All right. Nah, got that out the way. That was just a high school crush. Me and her never went nowhere. We never did anything. I was just crushing on her, and she fucked with me, so we was like this. You know what I'm saying? Now after high school, you know, of course, everybody go their own way. Don't see, you know, don't see the same people like that no more. You know, well, with her, I haven't seen her since high school. You know what I'm saying? That was 20 years ago. I'm 36. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the last time I seen her was probably like 16, 17. So about 20 years ago, was the last time I seen her, right? Okay. Well, fast forward the tape. Y'all know Facebook, you know, then came out since I didn't got out of high school and everything. You know, Facebook pop up. Everybody making Facebook pages. Facebook, it's a goddamn mosquito keep flying around, man. Y'all know I'm out here in the nature, so it's mosquitoes out here trying to eat me up. It's later in the day, you know, so they out here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah, you know, at the high school, everybody go their own ways, you know, things like that. Now with this Facebook thing, right? Facebook was reconnecting everybody that I was going to high school with, you know, that I knew, you know, from the city, you know, here, there, here. Facebook was connecting me with everybody, right? So connected me with the girl Ashley. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, she was my high school crush. Like riding a motorcycle up the block, you know. But I'm like, damn, you know, this is my high school crush. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. Added her real quick. You know what I'm saying? But we never was on nothing, you know, none of that. We was just Facebook friends. We went from her being my high school crush to now we Facebook friends years later, right? Well, on Facebook, her posts always pop up in my news feed. Always. Every time she posts something. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, she is top notch chick on the internet, on Facebook. Dior bucket hats, you know what I'm saying? Chanel bags, all of that. Like always taking trips, talk all this big boss shit. You know what I'm saying? How a nigga got to pay all her bills, and she don't do nothing but just look pretty and get money and blah 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 blah. Right? She big smacker on Facebook, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, she doing her thing. Cause like I said, she a pretty ass girl. So I could just imagine, group of guys being around her, want to cater to her because they want her around them. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of believe her story because I'm like, hey, she got the look. So just maybe, right? Okay. So she got her flex on Facebook for like a good 10 years straight. I ain't gonna lie. Got getting her flex on. You know what I'm saying? So with that, this goddamn mosquito, man. With that being said, right, here it is, 10 years later, 10 plus years later. She's still on Facebook, flexing like a mother, like flexing hard. Don't miss a beat at all, literally. She flex all day, every day on Facebook, right? So just so happened, another one of my Facebook friends, I got a lot of Facebook friends that I don't know. Of course, we all do, you know. So anyway, this was one of them Facebook friends I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So one day she was on the internet tagging the girl Ashley, calling her a bum ass bitch. She broke, she don't got nothing, she lying, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I didn't even know they knew each other, but anyway, they knew each other and they had something going on, you know. So the girl just woofing. This bitch Ashley, she a bum. She don't be on that. She be on the internet flexing. Woo, woo, woo. I'm tired of her acting like she that bitch. That bitch ain't on nothing. Blah 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 blah. Right? Tagging her. You know what I'm saying? So she talking about her type shit. I'm like, damn. Ashley biting back. They going back and forth. Internet posting about each other. Yak 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 yak. Right? So the girl that Ashley beefing with or whatever, she decided to drop a picture of her crib. So you know how like you could Google somebody's address and you could tap on what can you call it, like little icon so that you could like see the actual house on the Google. Well, that's what this girl did. She like Googled Ashley house and she screenshotted it and put it on Facebook. She like, this is where this bitch live at. Talking about Ashley. She like, this where she live at. She acting like she a boss bitch and she do all that. This bitch stay in the fucking hood. You know what I'm saying? Living in this damn trap house. Now look, right? When I seen the house, I knew exactly where it was at because I know the neighborhood. The neighborhood is Finkel, 4-1. The same hood payroll Giovanni claimed. Literally about 3-4 blocks away from payroll block. And everybody know payroll hood is the trenches. Everybody know Finkel and Hubble is the trenches. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly where the house was at, over there in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I'm like, I know damn well this ain't Ashley house. I'm thinking girl just jiving. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get one up on her on some Facebook shit. So everybody laughing like, oh, this bitch stay in this house, blah blah blah. I looked at it, scrolled past. All right, kept it moving. Right. Well, now let's get to it. So I'm outdoor dashing. Right. I didn't gave y'all the whole little story on Ashley, and I didn't told y'all about the girl Ashley was beefing with. The girl dropped her low on Facebook and everything. So I'm door dashing, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, I wasn't gonna take this order, but I just took it anyway because it was going a way that I wanted to go. I didn't want to take that specific order, but I wanted to go the way to where that house was at. So that's why I took the order, right? I initially wasn't gonna take it, but I took it for purposes of me going that way, right? Okay, so I take the order. Boom. I get to the house. While I'm coming up the block, I'm looking at the address. I'm like, hold on. This look kind of familiar. You know what I'm saying? I pull up to the house. Sure enough, it was the same house that the girl that was beefing with Ashley posted on Facebook saying that Ashley lived in that house. It was that same exact house, right? So I pull up to the house. What happened? Ashley at the door. Fucking trap house. Like, swear to God, trap house. Like, ugh, you wouldn't believe it. Looked like a fucking bando. You know what I'm saying? She's standing there at the door waiting on her order. She don't even know it's me. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm pulling up and I see her at the door, I'm like, this Ashley, my high school crush? The same girl that been on the internet flexing for the past 10, 15 years, no, this ain't her. I hop out, walk up to the door. She opened the door. Sure enough, it was her ass. Because, I could see her through the screen door. But by the time I walk up to the door, she opening the door so I can hand her the order, right? When she do that, she like tried to look away, like, like I wouldn't catch her face or something. I'm like, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? She looked. She like, oh, hey, what's going on? Like, tried to play it off. Like, bitch, you knew it was me. You know what I'm saying? You thought I didn't know it was you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just played it cool. I was like, oh, you been all right? She like, yeah, I've been good. How you been doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Pieced it out, right? Got in the car, pulled off. I'm like, man, ain't no way, dog. Like, girl wasn't lying for real. This is the fucking house Ashley live in. But she been on Facebook flexing like for years. Flexing hard. Like she living in a glass mansion or something. You know what I'm saying? This bitch stayed in the fucking trenches, dog. Bumming with nothing. Like completely lying for the internet. I couldn't believe it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I said about her being my high school crush, of course, that was 20 years ago. So, of course, I don't still got that crush on her no more, none of that. It was just crazy as hell knowing, coming from her being my crush in high school, to watching her flex over the internet, to not pulling up to her house in the fucking trenches. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have never even spoke on this shit if she wasn't on the internet flexing the way how she did. So I had to bring that to y'all. People be flexing, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. All right, now got Ashley out the way. Now let me tell you about the second person I ran into. You know what I'm saying? DoorDash, right? Okay, so here it is. A couple deliveries later, right? I'm riding up 8 Mile, right? I see this guy walking up 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Homeless guy, as as I could tell. Hair real rough and shit, gray as hell, clothes dirty as fuck. He walking like he ready to pass out. Like I could tell he a homeless man. But I only can see him from the back. Like he walking the same way I'm going, but he got his back to me, so I can't see his face. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I ride past him. I go to this McDonald's over there, picked up the order, boom, spin right back around on 8 Mile, came back around the same way where I saw him at, spent that Michigan U-turn to go back the same way where I saw Dog at, right? So now I'm pulling up to this light, right? There was only one car in traffic, and I just so happened to pull up behind that one car. I mean, there's two other lanes I could have used, but I pulled up behind this damn car, right? So when I pulled up behind the car, that same homeless guy that I seen from the back, now his ass in the middle of the street begging the person that was in the car sitting at the light. He standing there begging this person, like begging and pleading so fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? For some change. The person in the car not paying him no type of attention, man. Like literally none. The person in the car in front of me, he ain't had no tints on his window, so I could see straight through the car. And man, he wasn't paying dog no attention. Dog still big and pleading hard as hell because dog knew it wasn't no other cars in traffic. So he just focused on this one car that's sitting there at the light. My man's ain't paying him no attention, right? Man, right after that, he like dropped his head, like he was just defeated. You know what I'm saying? When he did that, he just so happened to look up and he seen me behind the person that he was just begging. So he's like, oh, okay, now he got another person to beg. So here he coming towards me, right? While he coming towards me, I'm looking at him. I zoom in on his face. I'm like, I know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He walking up to me and shit. I'm like, oh, this my man's. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't believe it, man. He walked up to me. By the time he coming towards me, the light changing. I took off. I ain't gonna lie. So right when I'm about to hit the gas and I'm about to fly past him, he look in the car. He like, oh my baby, what's up, bro? Woo. Like he trying to get my attention because now he recognized my face. You know what I'm saying? Man, I peel right off on his ass. Peace out, man. This guy, I was in jail with him a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? I told you I had to do 90 days. You know what I'm saying? This was that time I did 90 days, right? This was 2019, so this was 6 years ago. I ain't seen dude in 6 years. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail for them 90 days. I ran into this guy while I was in jail, man. Me and him got real cool. He my dog, you know what I'm saying? He was always clean cut, you know what I'm saying? Kept his haircut in there because you get haircuts every week. And then that shit, depending on who you're dealing with, it could be expensive or inexpensive. Just depend on who the barber is and what they gonna charge you. So you can get your haircut while you in jail, type shit. And he always kept his haircut. He always had commissary. He had him a couple of girls writing them. You know what I'm saying? Put money on the phone. He was straight. You know, he always talking that talk like he straight player. He do whatever he want. He get money. He this, he that. You know what I'm saying? Like dog was my man's. Like I ain't gonna lie, he was my man's. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with him for real. Like every day, that was the homie. We talked about so much Detroit shit, so much that was going on. We was talking about we eye to eye. Like that was my homie. You know what I'm saying? Well, 90 days later, I go home. 90 days later, I go home. So I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna catch you in the world, cause I think he had like 2 or 3 more weeks to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna catch you in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bump into you, blah blah blah. We gonna catch up. We gonna be on that. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, I'm gonna catch you out there, bro. You know what time it is, blah blah blah. Big, peaced out. I went home, right? Haven't seen him since. That was 2019. Nah, back to what I just said about me pulling up to the light, seeing this homeless man. That was him. My homie I was in jail with some years ago. That was on top of the world. Like he was that dude. You know what I'm saying? In jail. He was that dude. Clean as hell, all of that. Like, I believed him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. He spoke so fluently. I really thought that, he was telling me the truth. You know what? Not let me dig too deep into it, because maybe he was. Maybe something happened to him over the years. You know what I'm saying? They got him out here like this. But me, man, I don't know. I don't think something just happened. I think he real life was just like a bum ass nigga, and probably girls was probably letting him live with him and things. Girls was probably letting him live with them. You know what I'm saying? And they probably got tired of him, put his ass out, because how you go from being a boss to a homeless man on 8 Mile begging for change? You know what I'm saying? Now I get that you fall off and shit like that. That's life. You fall off and you get back, but you never go out here and panhandle. You know what I'm saying? And be on the curb on some homeless shit begging for change. That's just something we don't do, especially coming from the hood. Like, look, man, go work at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, whatever. Do whatever you got to do. But being out here on the corner, embarrassing yourself on 8 Mile at that, you gonna run into the whole fucking city standing on 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I can't have that on my name. I don't care how bad I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that to myself. So for me, seeing dog out there on 8 Mile begging, it let me know that he wasn't living that life he was talking. Ain't no way. Because even if you did fall off, again, you would start all the way from the bottom and get yourself back up there. You're not gonna be standing on the corner begging for change, embarrassing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm the person I am to be able to ride up 8 Mile and see him out here, how many other people didn't see him out here? You know what I'm saying? So that let me know that he was not living that life that he said he was. Because anybody that was living a life like that, no matter how hard they fall, they is not about to go stand on 8 Mile begging for change. You know what I'm saying? So to wrap all this up, man, what's the lesson behind all this, Mr. Roller? The lesson is motherfuckers be on the internet perping, man. That shit be fake, fraudulent, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The ones that flex the hardest on the internet is the brokest ones. You know what I'm saying? People that got real wealth, they keep it quiet. So when you see people on the internet flexing and talking all this shit and showing all this money, they don't have it, man. Cause that ain't how life go. Cause when you do reach that kind of money, you know not to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Hope this was a lesson learned. So you see people flexing on the internet, don't believe it, man. because you might see that same person walking up the street begging you for change. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.